I'm October Rose, and you're watching Friday Girl TV. Right now, you can probably take a look around. I'm sitting in a fabulous greenhouse created by Boxwoods Gardens and Gifts. It's part of the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra's 40th anniversary show house, and it is absolutely fabulous. I have the distinct honor of sitting here with committee chair Molly Palmer. So Molly, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now tell me, why is the 40th anniversary show house so important?
The Decorated Show House is important because it's a fundraiser. It's one of the largest fundraisers around, and we do raise money for the learning community, an entity under the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra. And part of the learning community, we have the youth orchestra, and we have the talent development program.
Okay, so basically the proceeds go to benefit those things.
Yes, definitely, definitely.
Okay. And what a wonderful way to do it. Well, Molly, thank you so much for starting off the show for me or with me. Stay tuned, guys. We are going to show you how fabulous this house is, both inside and out. And I'm actually going to speak with one of the designers, Melanie Turner. So stay tuned. Coming right up, you're watching Friday Girl.
This is Atlanta, a bustling southern metropolis filled with possibilities. I'm October Rose, singer, songwriter, blogger, and your personal guide to the city I call home. Join me as I discover what life has to offer women as we strive to be a success in love, life, and business. So get ready for a wild ride. I'm October Rose, your Friday Girl. Every year, the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra takes a home and invites designers from all over Atlanta to design their own room. This year, in honor of the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra's 40th annual Decorators Show House, Friday Girl took a tour of this fabulous home.
Melanie, thank you so much for being on the show. I'm so excited to be here and have you here.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Oh my goodness. So we're sitting in your beautiful sunroom, and I have to say, the minute we walked in here, we were floored. It's so beautiful, the color palette, everything. It's just so very Friday Girl.
Thank you.
Let me know, like, how long have you been designing?
Pretty much all my life. When I was little, I would walk into a room with my mother and see a pillow, see a room that was not what I thought worked, and in my mind redesign it.
Oh wow.
So upon graduating high school, at the age of 17, I jumped in my car and drove up from Florida to Atlanta, looked for an accredited school, which was Georgia State, and put my way through school.
Wow.
So,
oh, that's so brave of you.
Yeah.
Not many people can say that. So you've
I was
always
lucky.
known. Yeah, that's fabulous. So now let's talk about this room. It's just beautiful. It feels warm, airy, bright. What was the inspiration? How did you even get started?
Well, the inspiration on this room was, well, first of all, I loved it because it had 10-foot ceilings, and it had blue stone, and it had the elements
This
outside,
wonderful view.
even though it was freezing when originally choosing the room. The inspiration came from the fact that we've had a really, really long, hard, cold winter in most of the country, especially Atlanta. So I decided that we needed something cheerful and bright, and something that would make me fresh and make you happy. So started thinking about the pink because I knew the flowers would be in bloom. Love cherry blossoms, love dogwoods, so that was the theme. I went to Todd Murphy, who I commissioned the work for, and he does beautiful photography. And so started with that, and then wanted to do what most people don't do, and that is bring the inside out and the outside in.
Okay.
And so we chose chairs and furniture that you would normally put in your living room, but we ended up doing fabric such as a white vinyl on the chairs, and it's not your grandmother's vinyl. We did a velvet that is done by Sunbrella, which
it feels so good.
Isn't it nice? It's used outside. You can pretty much have your animals, your dogs,
your kids,
children, your husbands, whatever. You can put on there and just scrub it down, brush it down, and it works really well.
Now, you're being very modest because there are some phenomenal pieces in the room, like this table here. You designed this table, is that right?
Correct.
So, I mean, how do you come up with, okay, so we need a wonderful neutral table here with a gold spiral at the bottom. Like, how does that even begin to take shape for you?
Well, I love gold, especially now. It's a great accent. And I love bracelets. And so, and because the whole the room being the inside out, the birds, it kind of became bracelets, nest.
Oh, so I see that. I see
that's
this.
how it came about.
Okay. So now let's talk about, we've gotten into the mind of a designer, got some of your tips. What are some of the common mistakes that you see when people attempt to design their own spaces that you run across after you've been hired and you kind of have to come in and fix everything?
I would say the biggest mistake would be scale. Everyone seems to buy things that are too small. They buy like a little, what I call tchotchkes instead of large items, and then they get scared thinking, well, maybe the large items are too expensive, but they're really not. The second one would probably be color. I feel that everyone has gone so vanilla, they're scared to make a mistake so that they just get everything neutral. That's okay if you're doing large pieces. In fact, I would say if you're going to buy a sofa, because that's the biggest investment in a room, go with a neutral, whether it be a gray or a beige or a white or brown. But from that point, add your own personality to it. Bring some pops of color in. It's not an expensive way that you can add a lot of your own personality.
Okay, so basically you can't be afraid to kind of go the extra mile and say, I'm going to paint something myself, or I'm going to do something here.
Right.
And I also think that you're kind of incorporating unusual pieces or things that people wouldn't necessarily assume, like vinyl that looks like leather, right. So which would be perfect if you had children. You can still have them sit and kind of wipe things down, so you're incorporating a lot of things. Now, can you tell us a little bit about some of the awards you've been winning? You've had a whirlwind, I guess, year, but also a very great couple of months. What has been happening for you?
Well, it started out, for the last 10 years, I have been doing specifications for a very high-end builder in town, Benecke Homes, and from there, I just decided to enter a contest almost like as a whim, so to speak, and I ended up winning Southeast Designer of the Year through ADAC and Veranda Magazine. So that was very humbling and really nice.
That's wonderful.
Thank you. And then we won Architectural Digest Kitchen of the Year. Which was,
I love Architectural Digest.
Yeah,
what a great accomplishment.
It was really, really nice.
Well, Melanie, I had a great time talking with you. Thank you so much again for being on the show.
So much for having me.
And let's finish up here. We have a little toast going on.
Absolutely.
We need to toast. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Here is to love, life, and success, being all of Friday Girl's favorite attributes. Much success to you.
Thank you so much.
All right.